Hey, it's Mr. Caveman, and this is the video of my World of Warships replay of my 245,000 damage game with the grosser Kerfers. So, uh, I'll speed it up a little bit here and there. Alright, so, I don't see a way I can tell the playback speed. Really weird. So, I was trying to tell the team that we need to not leave the gap that's in between the two islands to my south directly. I was trying to tell the team that we need to not leave that empty. So, there, don't leave that empty. But, potato's gonna potate. I don't understand the whole replay thing, so, I'm not 100% sure how you can tell what speed you're going at. So, I'm gonna speed this up a little bit. Alright, so I'm going to slow it down to normal speed here. And then so my first target is that gearing. And I'll let my secondaries take care of him. And I actually shot at the down score. Hit him pretty good. And I do have manual secondaries, so that's why they're focused on the gearing still. Then I go back and shoot at the Donskoy once that gearing popped a smoke. And I've never really played around with the replay files, so it's my first time checking it out. So forgive me if I'm doing this wrong, but alright, so I got the down score with the close quarters expert. And I can still see the gearing. I popped hydro so I could see if the gearing was torping me. I've got my secondaries focused on the gearing now. But I'm not going to need that because the Minotaur ended up getting the gearing. So, one ship down there. The gearing is down, and then I took down the down score. Then, got some bombers flying around. I think that they already hit their target, so I didn't bother launching my fighter plane. And I got one of them. And it looks like I got both of them. Alright, so I'm going to speed this up a little bit again. And, I was checking out the area. So it brings me back to here. Is firing upon the Tirpitz B. Like I said, I'm not too sure how these replays work, but it didn't do a whole lot of damage to the Tirpitz B there. Mm. And then here's where it starts to get very interesting. So, got a couple of hits on the turrets for 4,400 damage. And then there's FDG over here as well. So at this point, I'm sitting at 40,064 damage. It looks like I shot at the Minotaur. And I missed. So at this point, I had still only taken 1,650 damage from the Donskoy. Here's where it gets real interesting: is the Tirpitz, the Worcester, the FDG, the Republic, and the Bismarck. So I had my secondaries focused on the Worcester, but he quickly went out of view there. So I switched my secondaries to focus on the FDG. And hit the FDG pretty good there. Oh, I hadn't switched my secondaries to the FDG yet. There we go. So caught the FDG on fire. Took a 17,000 point hit from that Bismarck way out there. Meanwhile, the Worcester is still pounding me. And I got the FDG. And next order of business is the Tirpitz with the secondaries. Meanwhile, I'm still taking fire from that Bismarck way out there. I have premium consumables reloaded, so I got premium damage control and premium repair party. And then the Minotaur is also shooting at that Tirpitz. So this is where a lot of damage came in here. 13,000 on that Tirpitz. Meanwhile, I'm still getting hit from that Worcester, but I can't do a whole lot about it. So the Grudge Voice hitting the Worcester, and I'm setting more fires on the Tirpitz with my secondaries. And I got the Tirpitz. Well, I didn't get the Tirpitz. Teammate finished off the Tirpitz. So, still only 113,000 damage at this point. And for me, that's a lot. But, oh no, it does not end there. So, Worcester's in secondary range again. So I start trying to light him up with the secondaries. Ends up in a 3,500 point hit. Not great, but not bad. Meanwhile, we still have a Tirpitz B over there. And this is where I think I can finally get the Worcester. And I disabled some of his guns, but fire from the Tirpitz guy. So that's up to 123,000 damage. Now here's where it gets interesting: is it's Bismarck, the Missouri, and I think a Republic. Yeah, Republic left. There's also a Minotaur and a Kitakaze, but those two don't come into play. So, shoot at the Bismarck, and he's in secondary range, so my secondary is on leash on him. Whoa, hell happened there? And he started turning, so it made it a little bit more difficult to get some good hits on him. So I'm up to 144,000 damage at this point, but I still got around 100,000 damage to cause here. So I got the Bismarck on fire. Then he finally turns and shows me his full broadside. And I make him pay for it here. And I caught him on fire again. And Bismarck's dead. So now I'm up to 165,000 damage. Alright, and here's where it gets extremely interesting. So, it's me, the Bismarck, and the Midway. That's all that's left. So, I'm gonna move in and take the cap here. Looks like I should have repaired a hell of a lot before I did. Looks like I had the repair active for quite a bit there before I realized it. So, shots out against the Missouri. He's down to 29,000 health. But I didn't hit him very well and had a ricochet. More shots against the Missouri, and now he's in secondary range. So I caught him on fire with one of my secondary shells. Slightly evaded that guy. And the Republic starts joining in the brawl here. So this is where it got pretty dangerous. We got a Missouri and a Republic ganging up on me here. So it's Republic 4,400. And then I got whacked for 14,000 from the Republic, so I shot back. 4,400. 5,800 from the Missouri. And I moved out of secondary range unintentionally. But I was trying to avoid another big hit like that. So, did that and then shot at the Missouri, but I don't even see him anymore. But I did hit him. So, my next objective was to get as close to the Republic as I could, so I could start lighting them up with my secondaries. And I took a 8,900 point hit from the Missouri. So I know that the Republic secondaries are a little bit longer than the Kurfürst, but I didn't know which guy to focus on at this point. So I just kept it with the Republic because he's giving me nearly a perfect broadside, so I figured why not? I keep trying to hit him. So another 4,000 points there. But at this point, my secondaries are still lighting them up. Caught him on fire again. And then hit him for 10,000 there. And then I lost the Missouri again. So I wasn't quite sure what to do about that. And then I took another big hit from him. And then more secondary hits. And then I didn't have any damage control party left. So down to 906. Hit him for another 4,400. But Missouri keeps going in and out because of his detection, which is really cool. Because I didn't know that you could get the detection down to under 11. So I ended up getting close quarters expert. I got high caliber. I got Confederate, and a 245,000 point damage game. So That's my replay. Hope you like it. If you like it, let me know. Have a good one.